If we move to the next question, we've been asked to create a new database called Cycle Academy, and we have to create a new table called student. So the question states like this: the board of directors of Cycle Academy has decided to computerize the information of all the teachers in the educational institution. The software was developed by Taraka Software Solution. Imagine that you are working as a senior software engineer in this company. You and your teammates are responsible for creating the database of this software. Create the database according to the instructions given to you. The instructions as follows. The first question is to create a database called Cycle Academy to store the data of the students. So I'm gonna go to my workbench software and I'm gonna right click here to create a new database. The name of the database is gonna be Cycle Academy. Cycle Academy. Notice that I do not use spaces, I just only use this underscore, and I'm gonna hit apply and apply again and finish. Now you can see the database that I just created, the Cycle Academy named database, and I'm going to tables and right click again to create a new table. So the first table is gonna be the student table, which stores the data about the students of this institution, and in this table there are going to be columns like student registration or first name of the student, last name of the student, and the gender of the student, and the contact now. The student registration number is going to act like an primary key to this table, and it has a data type of Varsha with a length of 10 characters. So I'm gonna rename this table as student, and the first row is gonna be the student regno. The data type should be changed into Varsha with a length of 10, and it's not gonna be auto increment type. And the second column is gonna be the student first name, with the character length of 45, and the last name, then the gender and the contact. Both of these columns gonna have the same amount of characters, it's 10, and the data type is Varsha. So then I'm gonna hit apply to create the table, and this will create the table in this database. So if I go here, you can see the table that I just created called student. And now I'm going to go to the Heidi software to input data into this database, and if I refresh, I can see the database that I just created, Cycle Academy, and in it I can see the student table. And if I just go to the data tab, I can see nothing here because I have not inserted any data to this table. So I'm going to go to the question, and it says me to insert this data, and I can enter this data using the graphical method without using the queries, and it's much easier. So the first data is going to be the first student and his first name is Amal, the last name is Pereira, the gender is male, and this is his contact now. So I'm going to go to Heidi software and going to the data tab, and in here I can right click and hit insert row. So now I can insert a new row to this table, which obviously means I'm adding a new data to this table. So the student registration now is gonna be stu underscore 001, and the first name is Amal, and the last name is Pereira, the gender is male. So I'm rearranging my desktop for easier view, and I'm gonna add the other data in the same way like I did previously. So you can see now I have entered all the data into this table, and if you see the original table, you can see that the data isn't in an order, and you can also see that this registration now is different from other registration numbers, and these are the kind of things you should be careful when adding data to a table in a database management system, because if you get these things wrongly, you may add wrong in data to your tables, and it will really mess up your work. So I have completed the first task of this question, and if we move to the next question, the question number 4, we have asked to do some changes, obviously some updates to the existing table. And the first one says the gender of the student whose student now is STU006 is marked as female but should be changed to male. So this student is this one, and his original gender is female, but it should be corrected as male. So to do this in databases, we can either use this graphical user interface, or we can use queries to do it. So in this question, we've been asked to write update query statements to do these changes. So we can't use the graphical method, we need to use the query method. So I'm gonna write the related update query to do this. So I'm gonna write update, then I'm gonna select the exact table that I'm going to change. Then I'm gonna write set, then I'm gonna write the data that I want to be updated. I'm gonna update the gender column, and then set the data as male. Then I'm going to write where. This will exactly catch the exact row that I want to change. I want to select the row which is student registration number is STU006. So I'm going to write it here. So I'm gonna hit run. So if we go back to the table, if I hit refresh, you can see the gender has changed into male, which this was previously female, but we could update this data using the update query. So you can see the data is changed and it's updated as male instead of female. So if we move ahead of this question, so now we've been asked that Naduni Vijay Singh has a student registration number is STUD0100, but it should be changed as STUCU0010, and we've been previously noticed about this change, this difference in this table. So now we have been asked to correct it. So to catch this row, we have to catch a data that is unique to this row. So student registration number is the primary key of this row, but this is going to be changed. So I'm not going to catch this row by the student registration node, but instead I'm going to catch this row by the contact node, because this contact number is unique to this row and it is not repeated in this table. So I can exactly catch this row by selecting this row by the contact number instead of the student registration number. So in the Heidi application, I'm gonna write my query, which is update sekalacademy.student set student reg now student equal to STU010. I'm gonna catch this row by the contact number because it is not repeated in this table. The contact number of this student is 07 718 014 55. I'm going to run this query, and if I go to the data tab, if I refresh this table, we can see that the data has been updated into the correct one. Now it's STU010 instead of the STUD010. So now we have updated that row using the update query. So if we move to the next question, we've been asked that student registration number, the STU010, student's first name must be changed to Kalani. Write the required update query for that. So STU020 is this row, and his first name is Lahiru, but it should be changed as Kalani. So I'm gonna catch this row by the student registration number and change it into Kalani. So registration number is 020. His first name must be changed as Kalani. Where his student registration number is 020. So if I run this query, and if I go to the data tab and if I hit refresh, you can see that the data is updated as Kalani. And that's it for this question, and we have completed this question. And thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.